Hi guys, it's Leeky and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Leeky and I read a lot of Activerse, so if you're into that kind of stuff, you just keep watching. Today I have another ICIW review. I've reviewed them a while ago, so I think it's been a good while. I'm going to link the video up here, and there are a Swedish brand, I believe, or at least a Nordic brand, Scandinavian brand, founded by a Swedish person. They also do ship worldwide. If you're within the EU, there's no import fees to be paid, which is great for us Europeans, because whenever we ship from outside, if we shop from outside the EU, import fees usually apply, which adds like some extra money. So I don't know how it goes for you in North America, for example, but you can definitely still shop this brand. And I know they also do sell via certain retailers, so you might not necessarily have to buy through their website. They do a lot of like seamless items, just, you know, a lot of gym clothes in general. And I do see people wear their stuff around here quite often. I will say I've personally not been super intrigued with most of their stuff, but you know, it's always good to give things another chance and see. Sometimes they have some cute items, sometimes they have some questionable items. I remember last time I had this, because I just had to try it. It was like a sports bra with a hood, and it was just like the most ridiculous thing, but also kind of fun. So, you know, there's things like that. And no sports bras with hoods today though. So, but we have a good few amount of items. We have some sports bras, some high support ones as well, some leggings, some tops. And let's just dive into it. I usually go first through the tops and then the bottoms, so we'll do that today as well. It's just so everything is in order. If you're looking for anything specific, I always have timestamps down in the description box, so you don't need to watch the whole video if you don't want to, and if you're just looking for specific things, just to help you there. And this is not sponsored, I bought the stuff myself. They do have easy returns for me, at least here in Sweden. And they're also apparently trying to be a little bit more climate friendly and mindful of their environmental impact. So I just had this card in here that talks about how they're offsetting all their carbon emissions and how they're setting goals to reduce their CO2 emissions in general. So yeah, that's good. We all need to be a little bit more mindful of this. And yeah, just information on how I easily return my stuff. So that's also good. Anyway, we can get started. Just a quick mention as well. I usually do wear a size small in my sports bras and my tops. I have a smaller chest as well. And then for bottoms, I'm usually between size small and medium. For ICIW, I usually go for a medium. Usually, I mean, I don't, like I said, again, I don't buy too much stuff from them, but I think I was good with the medium last time. But let's start with the first sports bra. I have two that look very similar, and I was like, at first when I unpacked them, I was like, are these the same? But no, there's some subtle detailing in there, so we'll do them first. And just in case you're wondering if it's the same, no, they're not. So we start with the first one of the two. This one is a bit more of a high support moment, and this is the striped sports bra in sea green in a size small. So here it also has like a big hang tag that says, nice to know, it's 75% recycled nylon and 25% spandex. And then it gives you like, you know, all the nice to know about this piece, all the descriptions. I don't even need to tell, you know, I can just read this off here. It has a logo in the front, as we can see here. So it's tone and tone, which is quite good. The seagrass color is a bit more of a grayish green. I don't know. I like more bright colors. It has a silicone strip in the back. Let's see what they mean with that. I don't see it. I have no idea. Oh, this thing. Interesting what they think is worthy of mentioning. Adjustable straps. Yeah, I think that's important. So you have some really thick adjustable straps here. And then they also do have molded cups and high support. So molded cups, not in the same fashion that I've seen it in other high support sports bras. Like, it's not like a whole, like for me, molded cups are pre-shaped, but this is more like the cup pads, but they're not removable. Like, it kind of looks like molded cups, but yeah, to me, molded cups have a shape, and this is really just like they put padding in there and you can't just take it out. So I'm not sure if I go with a description of molded cups for this. It's just non-removable cup pads, I think. We also do have a teeny tiny like slit detail here in the front. Then you also do have some seam detailing. Kind of here you have a seam to contour the boobs. One here, one there as well on top to kind of just contain everything and keep everything in. Thicker straps. I would say it's not like super good coverage. Like you still have like a little bit of a cleavage probably happening. Maybe not for me, but for bigger chested people. It's a square neckline here. And then in the back, you already saw we have the thicker adjustable straps. So I like that there's no clasp in the back. I'm not a big fan of clasps in sports bras. And then on the inside, you also do have a little bit of a mesh layer here, maybe for breathability. And I will say it feels a little bit tighter here at the bottom. It's definitely like a thick elastic, like this thick here that is kind of sewn in here. So you can't really see it, but it is there. And yeah, I mean, all in all, it screams high support sports bra. But let's see it on. Let's see if it's really high support. All right, onto the sports bra here. I will say for the fact that this is supposed to be like a high support sports bra, there's a lot of side boob coverage that's not happening. So a lot of side boob that doesn't get covered, and I do not have a lot of boob. So I also do not have a lot of side boob, but even I can tell that there's a lot of side boob that could be covered a little bit better with this coming in a little bit more. It's also very wide here, like around here. So that there's definitely definitely room for the spillage as well. I otherwise do like how it looks. I like the square neckline. I think it's always flattering on a smaller chest. I like how nicely I'm tucked in here. I like the teeny tiny cut thing here, that teeny tiny V there. The thick straps are quite comfortable. And I mean, I am tucked in here. It is quite tight here, but it's not like, now that I have it on, like it feels nice. It feels like I'm getting support. It's not high support though, I would say. It's like more of a medium support, specifically because there's a little bit of extra space up here. Of course, maybe if I tighten the straps a little, it's gonna get a little bit better because, right, you do have that possibility here in the back. But in general, there's a little bit of extra space here on the sides. Yeah, but I mean, for me, that support is enough for most of the things. I do think, like I said, it's quite flattering. You might get a little bit of cleavage if you have a bigger chest for sure. So it's not like covering everything fully, but I think it's a cute look. I wish it was more of a color, not just like this grayish green, because yeah, I think I like the sports bra. It's a little bit harder to get on because you don't have a clasp or anything here, right? And since this part is a little tighter so that you get the support, it's also not as stretchy. So when you get it over your shoulders, that's a little bit more challenging. So I also think if you sweat and there's a lot, taking it off is also going to be a challenge. But at least, you know, you're tucked in, supported. I would say, like, if you're in between, you should probably size up so that this fits. But then again, you might have an extra space here. But like I said, maybe hopefully with the adjustability here in the back for the straps, that can be kind of adjusted a little bit. Yeah, I think, I mean, the back doesn't really, you know, it's not too exciting. I think really the interesting part is the front here. And I do like this kind of like detailing here that just contours the boobs. I personally don't mind this Tone and Tone logo too much. It's not too obvious and not too in your face. And although, I mean, I'm not too unhappy about the sports bra. Like I said, I wish they had more color options for this, like more color options, not like kind of these neutral colors. But that's just because I prefer more colors. But otherwise, not high support, but still quite supportive and kind of a cute look. All right, and from the Stride sports bra, we go to the Stride Strappy sports bra. So this one, like I said, it looks very, very similar, but it's not. I mean, you can already tell the straps are very different. This one is a low support version of what we just saw, possibly due to the straps. I think the straps are also kind of like, I don't know, there's a lot of seams happening here. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks a little like, I don't know, not the greatest quality on the straps here. Also on this side, it's like some loose things. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah. So this also does have cup pads in here. They are not removable. I don't see how I would remove them. No. So no, there we go. Okay, so you have this little mesh pocket here with the cup pad, and there's a little hole where you can get it out. It's a darker black one here. But yeah, it was really hard to find that little hole because I don't know. I'm more used to seeing it here on the side or just on top, but it's there. Okay, so removable cup pads here. They do feel maybe a little thinner than the ones in the Stride sports bra, but otherwise it's the same style of cup pad. So yeah, they definitely weren't molded cup pads, the other ones. And we still have this little slit detailing, a bit more of a square neckline. Maybe a little scooped, I don't know. And then you have a teeny tiny like peekaboo hole here as well. You have this I can, I will tone and tone logo again. And this time you can see the elastic here that is under the chest. And then we do have a bra clasp here at the bottom, at the back. Not my favorite. Like I said, this is a 3 clasp bra clasp, so one of the more secure ones. The straps are just your normal bra straps basically, and I do think, because I don't know if you can see it, but this ring, so we have the plastic rings here in the back, so you can kind of do this and then you have a little bit more of a strappy racer back situation. But you don't have to wear it like this. You could also just wear it like up and down straps. So that's up to you. I think it's cute that you can, change that a little bit. Straps are also adjustable again. But of course now we have spaghetti straps instead of the thicker ones we saw on the other sports bras. So this is why this might be low support. For me personally, that also usually still works. But of course the thinner straps have a bigger risk of cutting in. So we'll see how that goes. And otherwise it's same material, recycled nylon. And I like how it says adjustable waistband on here. I don't think that's what they meant. I think they meant adjustable straps, adjustable clasp, adjustable band, but not adjustable waistband. Anyway, but this is of course the same color, this seagrass color, and let's just see it on. All right, onto the strap version of the sports bra. Support-wise, definitely now more of a light support. So even though the other one wasn't quite high support, it was definitely more supportive than this. I don't feel a big difference in the front here. There's still like a little bit more space here in the sides. And also I feel like there's definitely space for bigger cups. You do have that tiny slit here as well. And now we also do have a tiny ventilation hole here. So, but like otherwise it's not like super different from the fit. Maybe a little less tight in the in the band underneath. But also currently I do have it on the widest setting here. So I could theoretically make this a little bit tighter here as well. So now you do have that adjustability there in the band itself. And of course you can also adjust these straps, which I did a little to make it a little bit tighter. But like since they're thinner, they're not going to give you too much support in general. Fabric otherwise it's like the exact same, right? So there's really just like tiny differences, and it kind of depends on what type of straps you want. If you like to have the possibility to tighten the band, or if you like to have like more of a sports or a bra clasp in your sports bra. I personally think I prefer the other bra a little bit over this one, just because I felt like a little bit more tucked in, but I don't think it really matters that much. And then I showed you, right, that you have this ring that you can kind of, let me see if I can attach the ring. Where is it even? There. If we can clasp this together. It's really, really hard to do that from just feeling. Maybe? No, I don't think I can get it. So I feel like that's probably, oh, there we go. Yes. But I would recommend you do that before you put it on, basically, because there's a little bit of a hassle to do it like this. Now I do, of course, this also makes the straps a little bit tighter, still like support-wise, more of a light support still. Maybe a little bit higher though, because, the weight is kind of distributed in a different way. But yeah, that just kind of changes it to a little bit more of a crisscross bag if you prefer that. I think honestly, really depends on what you want. Now I can feel the straps cutting into the traps a little bit more. So everything has its advantages and disadvantages, but you have the option to undo that or redo that if you want. And then, it's either this way or, let's see if I can unclasp it, yes, or a little bit more like this. And I've seen companies do sports bras where you could adjust the straps a little bit, make it a halter neck, not a halter neck and stuff. And the straps weren't adjustable, and that doesn't really work, because for some styles, the straps have to be a little bit tighter than for others. But here, at least you can adjust. And depending on how you want to wear it, you can tighten or loosen the straps a little bit more. But yes, all in all, you have the option between these two very similar looking sports bras. If you want a little bit more high support, thicker straps, and I would recommend the other one. But this one is also not uncomfortable, you know? All right, next up we have this little number. This is the Revive Mesh Sports Bra, and this is the color Dusty Blue. So again, not a real like color. Like the seagrass green, it's a little dusty. I mean, it's in the name, Dusty Blue. A little bit more grayish. I still think it's a very versatile color, very neutral, if you will. And this one is made from 75% nylon, 25% spandex again as well, but it doesn't specify that it's recycled nylon, so who knows. We do also have removable cup pads in here. Let me see if I can find the cup pad holes on the side with this one. It's right there. And this one has a little bit more mesh, you know, because it's a mesh sports bra, so we have a high neck, and then you do have mesh up until like kind of, you know, to give you a little bit of cleavage as well, but of course you're more tucked in because you have this mesh layer on top. So I thought that was kind of cute. And then in the back you have just a mesh eraser back here, so completely mesh except for that little elastic band under the chest, which you of course also have in the front. So you're tucked in with the elastic. We have a little tone and tone I will here, which is very off center. Let's just look at it again like this, but I will say this is very, very off center, right? Like it's here. This is like off center for sure. Interesting. Like I feel like, you know, at least you could try. This is not even an attempt of making it centered. Interesting. Anyway, otherwise the material is quite sleek, so nothing brushed, but like quite sleek and still quite soft. And yeah, I mean, not much else to say. Support-wise, this says it's a medium support. We will see, you know. It definitely is going to be breathable. It's going to give you coverage. It's going to look cute, I think. And let's just see it on. All right, onto the sports bra. It's currently very humid here. So while I was putting this on, I already got some sweat on the outside here. And there, so don't worry, it's just sweat. We can also see how quick drying this is. I've now waited for like 2 minutes for it to disappear. It didn't disappear yet, so we'll see. Anyway, sports bra. The material is very, very sleek, but it feels a little, I don't know, a little cheap maybe. I do like the cut of the sports bra with the mesh up here and then just like a little contouring there. And you have your removable cup pads in here, the elastic here as well. Nice coverage here in the sides. So definitely more side boob coverage here than for the green bras, and then, you know, thicker straps. And then in the back, you do have your mesh eraser back here. And it's just like very breathable there. But yeah, all in all, I think it's a cute style. Support-wise, I would say medium to high support for me. Probably more medium. And as you know, I mean, since there's like full coverage here in the top, you're not gonna fall out. Even, you know, if it's a little bit loose here, I feel like there's definitely a little bit of extra space. But, you know, there's no risk of falling out here. Like you're basically secured there. The elastic is not too tight, but it definitely also keeps you tucked in here, and it's all good. I think it's a really cute one. Yeah, I wish the fabric was a little bit more like the fabric on the green sports bras that we saw, the striped ones. I just liked that a little bit more. It felt a little bit more like high quality, a little bit softer. This is sleek, but like I said, it feels a little bit more synthetic or like a little bit more cheap. But I still like the style of this sports bra. And now let's check. I mean, so drying a little bit, I guess. So yeah, it's definitely also sweat wicking, quickish drying, I guess, in terms of how fast the sweat dries off too. All right, last but not least, we have the Ribbed Define Seamless Strappy Sports Bra. And I have this beautiful lavender color here, but this one comes in a ton of colors. I've also definitely seen other people wear this sports bra. They also have like tops with this lower cutout thing. But yeah, this comes in so many different colors. The lavender was quite picked over, but fortunately still available in my size. But I'm just saying, you know, you might not be able to get it in this lavender color, but there's so many other pretty colors with this. It reminded me a lot of the Lavande color that Eamon had last year in their ripped seamless stuff. Also, it is a very similar like material with this ribbed material here. We do have, I mean, a more tighter ribbed band here under the chest, but no elastic. Oops, I'm throwing this already. A little I can, I will logo there. It's also even reflective, and I mean, it's printed on this little area where they ripped it a little, where it's like a little different texture. And yeah, you have this big kind of cutout here, but still a lot of coverage as well. Removable cup pads here, so definitely you can take those out if you want to. And then we have thin double straps that crisscross kind of in the back. They're very strappy here. And you also can adjust all of them. So you can adjust all 4 straps. That's interesting. And then in the back, I mean, it's really hard to see because there's all these straps. But like, it scoops a little lower here. Yeah, but there's a lot of straps. A lot of straps happening. I thought it, I mean, I have seen this for quite some time, and I thought it looked cute, so I figured I might as well just try it. I do have a small chest, so I'm kind of a little worried this might, you know, cause some gaping, which I would not appreciate, but let's just see, shall we? Material feels really, really nice and soft. It is also quite stretchy, so definitely was going to be more comfortable, I think. This is 92% recycled nylon and 8% spandex, and sweat tech technology, because to me personally this doesn't feel like a material for a HIIT workout. Very low support, of course, as well here, and yeah, I don't know how it would look if you sweat in this, but let's see it on. All right, on to our lavender set here. Let's talk about the sports bra. I feel like it's a little big. Like, I feel like there's definitely extra space here, everywhere kind of, and I could have done an extra small on this one. But I mean, it's a nice lounge bra now. I'm not exactly falling out. It's like not gaping too much, but for sure, if you're in between size down, you could even size down if you have, you know, if you sometimes feel like small is a little too big. I don't know. Like for some styles and some brands, I do size down to an extra small sometimes. It happens. So it's not like too big of a surprise, but yeah, for sure, I would say you could size down a little bit. I think it's a cute look though, with this like little open thing here. If you have a bigger chest, you're definitely gonna get a little bit more cleavage. For me, it's just, you know, nothing too wild. Double straps here, quite comfortable. It's quite soft material. I wouldn't say it's super supportive, definitely more of a light support, not more than that. And then in the back, it's a little bit strappy, and you can adjust the straps as we talked about before. I haven't done so yet, but I think they're quite okay in length right now. And yeah, I think it's quite cute. Like I said, they do have this in a ton of different colors, but I would say size down. At least, you know, if you have a smaller chest or if you're in between. But I myself would also consider an extra small maybe in this one the next time. And I think it could have also been cute to have something like this. I don't know. Then you feel a little bit more secure, but I mean this way. I just wouldn't wear it. Don't wear it for a HIIT workout in general. You know, if you wear it for lounging. For yoga, I'd be a little bit concerned about the downward facing dog, for example, or an inversion. If you're doing that with a bigger chest, I don't know if that would hold you in, but otherwise I think it's a cute look. All right, next up we're going to the tops because we're done with the sports bra. So we have 2 tops now, and then after that we're going to do the leggings. But let's look at the tops. This is a nice boxy cropped little number. It is the Rush. Let me just look at the tag here. The Rush cropped tank top. I do love a boxy cropped tank. This one is very, very boxy. This is my normal size small, and you can see, you know, it's definitely a little boxy. Feels really, really nice. It's stretchy. It's very lightweight material. A little bit cottony, but also not 100% cotton. It is actually 95% tensile and 5% elastane. But yeah, I think this is gonna be like a super cute little basic top. It has like this big tone I can, I will here on the chest, but you have also nice arm coverage, nice coverage up top here, and yeah, it looks really nice. I like the cut of it, and like I said, I like the fabric as well. It's super nice, feels super flowy, very, very lightweight. So I'm excited. There's not much else to say about this though, because it's just a little tank top. So let's see it on. All right, here we have that boxy crop. I do like how flowy it is. I like the fabric, definitely. I'm not sure if I like how wide the arms are here. I feel like it could have been a little bit more tight, because that feels like kind of it's like a t-shirt but without arms, but like it's still kind of coming out as much as a t-shirt. So I'm not sure if I like that, but we have wide armholes here as well. And I do like the length for sure. The length is really, really great. It's like a great way also, like great length with a high-waisted pair of leggings. Sure, when you lift your arms, you're going to expose your midriff a little bit, but otherwise, you know, kind of hits perfectly at the top there. And then in the back, it's a tad longer, but also not covering too much, and very, very simple overall, right? I like it. I like the fabric itself. I just wish there was a little bit less to the this part here, basically. Just like a centimeter or two less would have been a little bit cuter, I think. So not 100% sure yet if I'm going to keep this or not. But it's cute in general, and I do like these kind of like flowy, lightweight crop tees to just put on when I don't feel like just wearing a sports bra, you know. And like I said, the fabric is really, really good. I like it. All right, and don't we all just like a good mesh top, right? I know like a few years ago, those mesh tees and mesh tops were like the craze. And we have a little one here as well. It's a little mesh tank top, and this is the Revive mesh cropped tank top. Also in black here, definitely nice and see-through. If you want a little bit of coverage, but you still want to show off everything you're wearing, that's like kind of the top. Or if you're just like the tiniest bit cold, but just the tiniest bit, and you need to cover yourself up a tiny bit. This is then for you. Again, my normal size small. It's a little flowy, but like definitely not like a fitted fit, but also not the most oversized. So not as oversized as the other shirt we just saw. You do have that little logo that you'd have to cut out, or that little hang tag here, basically, because that's kind of, you know, in the way if you want. It's like, kind of see it. And then, of course, you also do have your washing instructions tag here as well. I feel like that's a little well, no, actually, you can easily cut that out here as well. So this one says you can even wash it at 40 degrees, I think. But then it also says, think of the environment and wash your clothes only when it's necessary. So, yeah, I guess it's good advice. But after a sweat session, it's definitely necessary. So, yeah, we have some double edges here, basically. So at the edges, it's not mesh see-through, but because the mesh is multiple layers, or no, it's actually a different fabric that they used to kind of put the edges here together. It's a big racer back, very open arm situation here, very muscle tank-esque around the arms. And yeah, definitely more of a cropped fit. You have a scoop neck here, so it's not super high neck, but it still gives you good coverage here at the neck as well. And again, not much else to say. It's just a top, a mesh top, of course. So let's see it on. All right, and here we have that black mesh top. I'm actually surprised at how covering this top is. Like, you can't really see the sports bra through that much, and it's a lighter color sports bra, right? So it's actually quite interesting how covering it is. I will say it's a little loose in some areas and a little bit tighter in others. So definitely a little bit tighter around here, loose again down here, also loose here. So it's not quite oversized, but it's also not quite tight fitting. It's somewhere in between, depending on your body shape, I guess, where it's tighter, where it's looser. I do like the cut. I like how, you know, you can show off your shoulders a little bit. You're still very covered up here. And then in the back, you have your simple racer back, basically. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to fit with a lot of sports bras underneath. And I like that it's a little bit more of a form-fitting fit, but I'm still not feeling squeezed in. When you lift your arm, it's not going to move that much. And wearing it with a high-waisted pair of leggings, you're basically covering everything. So this is definitely a great top in case you're like not comfortable just wearing a sports bra, but it's so warm you need it to be breathable, or you just kind of want to show off a teeny tiny peek of the sports bra, because it's really still quite covering. Of course, it's a little bit, I don't know, I prefer to wear cotton against my skin more when I sweat than mesh, because mesh is a little bit more synthetic material, and I feel like I tend to sweat a little bit more with that. But maybe that's not actually true. I really don't know. I don't know, but just make sure that you like the feel of mesh against your skin, basically. Because I know some people tend to like different fabrics a little bit more than others, and yeah, just make sure you like that. But I think all in all, if you want it to be a bit more oversized, you could definitely size up a little bit more if that's your jam, and just be aware that it's going to be a little bit wider fitting here, unless of course you have a bigger chest, and a little bit tighter around under the boobs, and you know. But yeah, all in all, I'm not upset about this one. All right, it's time to move on to the leggings. If you remember, we started with those two bras that look very similar from their striped line in the seagrass color. I, of course, also do have the matching tights. These are the striped tights, again, the seagrass color, so, you know, matching sets. And these I did get in a size medium. Yes, exactly. I just have to check to make sure, because sometimes, I mean, if they don't have the size medium, we'll take the size small as well. They say they're full length. We'll see how that goes, and high-waisted. I like how it says high waistband and high waist. Like, whoever writes the text for these, you know, maybe they should check their work. I don't know. We do have a front seam on these. In case you're not a front seam person, maybe these are not your thing. If you love front seams and you're upset about the front seam disappearing on every single legging, here you go. This is a front seam. They're definitely more of a performance legging. They're very, very stretchy, but they still feel kind of like they could be compressive. Nice high waistband. We also do have a top seam here. So for me personally, I don't mind a top seam unless it's too tight, because sometimes it's actually nice if the fabric is very sleek to keep the leggings up so they don't slide down too much. So I think it's not going to be so bad with the top seam here. We do have some seam detailing here in the waistband in the front to kind of cinch it in a little bit. In the back, you do have the Tone and Tone I Can I Will logo here again. And we have a V glute detailing here as well. One little loose thread here too. But let's just, you know, ignore that for now. And then you actually do have a side seam as well, but it's more of a hidden side seam. I don't know how to say that. Like, the seam is actually on the inside, right? This is just like, you could just see that there is one, but yeah. So it's not like these seams here, right? That's what I mean with like, it's more hidden. And that's it. I feel like they could have put a nice pocket there if they already put like a seam on the side. That's what I didn't get. I feel like I would have preferred it without the side seam, or just put a pocket there to justify the side seam. I don't know. But yeah. They are definitely more of a more performance legging for sure. And very sleek, not brushed. But let's see it on. All right, onto these leggings here. I'm actually surprised at how much I like them. So they do have a slight top seam, and I don't find the top seam annoying or anything. I actually really feel they're tucked in. I feel like these are not gonna move. They're gonna stay there. Yes, you get a tiny bit of like a spillage here, but I personally don't mind. I also just ate lunch, so there's a little bit more right here than usual. And I like how high-waisted they are. Like, they're even higher in the back here. Like, there's not gonna be any like dipping lower here or anything. Sometimes that happens with like some leggings, and they dip lower when you start squatting or something. I hate that. That's definitely not gonna happen. I'm like really nicely tucked in. They do have a front seam, but I currently don't feel like I'm getting any camel toe with this. All the fabric is like very stretchy, but still a little compressive, but not too much. Very sleek, very soft actually. And yeah, I'm liking these more than I expected I would like them. So it's a pleasant surprise. Again, I wish like the sports bras, they would have had like more color options in this, not just like so kind of like neutral grayish colors. We do have the seam here on the side, which I didn't like the look of at first, but now I don't mind it. And then what is a little weird is this little like slit here on the side. These are definitely not short. So if you're a short person, these will probably be too long on you. They're full length on me. And I mean, this is like a weird detail, but I don't know, it's kind of cute as well. So you don't really see the slit from the front. From the front, they just look very long. And then you see is the slit on the side here. It's interesting, but like I said, these are definitely not short person friendly. But if you're a tall person, these might be really good for you. So I feel like I could still pull them a little longer. And I'm 5'7". I usually have most like 25, 26 inch inseam leggings, which is like a normal length. They do hit me kind of right on top of my ankle, but these, pretty long. And then of course also, we do have the V-glute detailing here. I actually think the seams still sit nice and high. They could maybe be a tiny bit higher, but it's actually not bad at all. And yeah, all in all, I do like these way more than I expected I would. And I'm positively surprised. Like, I do like a good performance legging with a top seam because that makes them stay up really nicely, and I really feel nicely hugged, not too like squished in, but nicely hugged, nicely tucked in, and can't say anything bad about these. All right, and then do you remember the mesh bra? We also do have the Revive mesh tights in this dusty blue to go with those. They also do have some mesh. So in case you like mesh leggings, then this is your chance here. Again, size medium for these ones. Same fabric as the leggings we just saw. And yeah, the waistband looks a little shorter, especially if you look at the glute detailing here in the back. So maybe this is going to sit a little bit higher on the glutes, which would actually not be so bad. We have the I Will Toe and Toe logo here again, that V, and again a top seam as well. So they seem to like their top seams here, and also a front seam. So again, if you're looking for front seam leggings, this is your chance. We have a little mesh detailing here, like the entire leg down. Reminds me a little bit of the Buff Bunny Storm leggings. Were they the Storm leggings? But definitely from the Storm collection. So they were also very similar color, and they also did have like this mesh strip on the leg. I'm just gonna link that video up there in case you wonder which ones I'm talking about. But it's not going all the way up, so you do have a little bit of a fabric piece here too, so you can wear whatever underwear you want, and it's not going to show through there. So that's maybe an advantage. And yeah. Of course, there's seams on the side now because of the little mesh insert here, so I'm not upset about that. Yeah. Let's see if they're full length or not. Probably not, but you know, they say they're full length. Yeah. Let's see them on. All right, onto these leggings. The fabric is quite stiff and not very stretchy, so like it was a real struggle to get these on. But now that I have them on, I'm like getting a little bit of gaping here. It's like kind of coming a little bit lower when I squat, which is what I talked about with the striped leggings, that I hate that. And these ones do it because there's not enough stretch in the fabric itself, and they are the exact same size, but these just feel like a little bit more tight than around the ankle. Let's see if I can show you. It's a little bit wider, so it's not tight fitting around the ankle. I also hate that. That's a pet peeve of mine. Usually happens when I could have sized down. I could have definitely not sized down in these though, because it is quite tight around here. And yeah, I feel like I get a tiny bit of camel toe with this front seam here. We do have a top seam, and overall the fabric feels a little cheaper. It doesn't feel as soft. It doesn't feel as hugging. It's very, very stiff against the body. I mean, I like the detailing here with the mesh, but that's about it with these ones. We also do have straight across seams here in the back. Do we have a slight V? See, I don't even know anymore. Not that I care, because I don't like these ones. Slight V here. But yeah, it's just the fabric itself is, I didn't mind it as much with the sports bra. With the sports bra it's doable, but here with the leggings, it's just, no. like it's the same cheap feel fabric, but I feel like for some reason they were still a little bit more stretch here. And these are just a straight up no for me. I'm sorry. All right, now we're moving on to some seamless leggings. And let's move on to the lavender ones, so that the ones that are matching the sports bra with that little cutout there. So these are the Rip Define seamless pocket leggings. I've never had a seamless legging with pockets, so I'm like, pockets, really? Let's see. Where is the pocket? Oh, okay, I see the pocket. You don't see the pocket. But let's take a look, you know. So we have this more tight-ribbed, very thick waistband, like it's really kind of thick here. This is a size medium again, no front seam because it's a seamless legging. And then again, this part reminds me of the Amen ribbed seamless leggings. Very stretchy here though. Still feels like kind of thick. So these seem like more like lounge leggings, or definitely for like a low sweat day, even though they say they have the sweat tag, which I assume means that they're, it's supposed to be really, really sweat wicking. It enables you to keep dry and comfortable during your workout. So this is what it says about the sweat tag here. And yes, again, 92% recycled nylon, 8% spandex, high-waisted, as we can see. And you're like, Ricky, where's the pocket? Let's just look at this reflective ICIW logo here on the side. Same as with the sports bra. And then let's turn the legging around. And you still don't see the pocket, but here it is. So we do have this little zipper here in the waistband. And then there's a pocket there. Like, the pocket is, what is this? So it's like kind of like a rain-proof material. And I'm confused. Like if you sweat, basically, then you could have a piece of paper in there and it wouldn't get to that piece of paper, maybe? So it feels like it's like a sweat-proof pocket. Interesting. It's not massive. I don't think my phone would fit in there. I think this would be too small. Let's just test this, but no. Like not with the, at least not with the protective cover stuff. Doesn't fit. Interesting though. I don't know. I don't know what I think about pockets like this. Not the biggest fan, I think, because personally, if I would put stuff in there, I feel like it would annoy me if you lean back against like a seat of a machine. If you're lying on your back, like you're always gonna feel this. So I'm not sure if I like this pocket or if I would have preferred it not to be there. Because especially you have like this zipper here as well. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about pockets like this. It's weird somehow. If you're a runner, maybe. But if you're a runner, would you actually be wearing ribbed seamless leggings like this? Again, I don't feel like these are going to be super sweat wicking, so I don't know. Let's carry on though. In the back, we don't have any glute detailing, so it's just straight across seams here. No extra seam for glute separation or anything. So the Amen ribbed seamless leggings are definitely a bit more glute friendly. I'm going to link a video up here in case you want to check those out. But yeah, let's just go see those on. I like how the waistband feels. And the fabric is definitely, you know, feels very soft and cozy. But let's see it on. All right, onto these leggings. I feel like I also do get Barbie crotch with these. Definitely also a little bit of a tiny camel toe there. Maybe sizing down could help because I feel like right now there's probably a lot of fabric that can just like get into all the cracks and creases there. They're very high-waisted. They're also very warm though. Warmer than some of the other leggings for sure that we've seen so far. I do like how high-waisted they are. They're very comfortable. I currently think they're more of a lounge legging. I wouldn't want to sweat in these. But you would definitely start sweating if you wear these for anything because they're so warm. Like, they're so warm actually. I also will say that, you know, in the back we don't have any glute detailing. It's just straight across seams. I feel like they could have done a little bit something different there. That would have been nice. That's why I still prefer the Amen ripped seamless, because it just gives the glutes a little bit of a nicer shape. And then also we do have that pocket here that I think, I don't know, I still don't get it. Like, I didn't need that there. And see, it's also hard to zip up. I need both hands to zip it back up. And I didn't even do it now, did I? There we go. So yeah, I don't know. I think it just kind of destroys the look a little bit. If you have a darker color, I don't think it would be as obvious, but like here you can definitely see the zipper. It's there. It's at least not gaping. That's good. Also when I squat now, I don't really get a lot of gaping, but I also don't get a lot of compression in the waistband. So you could definitely consider to size down if you're in between instead of up, which is what I did now. Lengthwise, these are 7/8 length on me, no gaping at the ankles, so that's also okay for me. And overall, they're very soft. The fabric feels like great quality, super nice. Definitely also a little bit softer than the Amen ripped seamless leggings and a little bit warmer. But yeah, I just prefer the V-glute detailing that we got from the Amen seamless leggings. And but yeah, otherwise you can't really go that wrong with these. But they're a little warm. I'm sweating. All right, and we do have a second pair of seamless leggings. I don't think they're gonna be my favorite, but I felt like I should try them because I feel like this is like something a lot of people might like or hate, or, you know, might at least want to see on someone. So these are the Rush seamless tights. This is the color Sage Green. And these are like very detailed. They have a lot of detailing. You'll see exactly what I mean when I show you the back, okay? But first, let's talk about the front here. No front seam, obviously, because it's seamless. We have a ribbed high waistband here. It's quite thick again. And these ones, I also did get in a size medium, exactly. They are made from 54% recycled nylon, 38% recycled polyester, and 8% spandex. You already do see some of the detailing here in the front, so it's a bit more, you know, ribbed detailing here in this gray color. So like the color itself is this green, but like kind of marled with gray. And then the gray they used for this ribbed detailing here that kind of goes along your legs, on top of the thighs here. And then in the back, we do have a lot of action going on. So I personally don't like this as much, but I kind of just wanted to see how it looks on. I feel like maybe in like a darker gray color, or like in a darker color in general, it would look maybe a little bit nicer. But then you can't see it as well, so yeah. But you can see more rib detailing than underglute detailing. And we do have a little scrunch here as well. So this reminds me very much of the scrunch that I have on the Alpha Elite Amplify leggings. It's not stretchy at all, but it goes all the way. So yeah, maybe if you're interested in that scrunch, but you don't like the Alpha Elite Amplify leggings, or you don't want to support Alpha Elite, or I don't know, you just don't want to pay the import fees in Europe, maybe these could be an option. I don't know. I'm curious. The material itself doesn't feel so bad. Like, it's not the softest seamless ever. Seems quite stretchy still. Could be very comfortable. Yeah. I mean, you have to like this detailing. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's for me or not, but we'll see. And let's see these on. All right, onto these incredibly very in your face leggings. That's what I would call them. The fabric was surprisingly soft and very stretchy. Not lightweight, it's still quite a thicker seamless, but definitely super stretchy. I feel like I have a little bit of extra space here in the crotch area. It gives me a little bit of a Barbie crotch. Very high-waisted. At first I didn't think they were. I was trying to but I think you just have to kind of adjust, where fabric goes, and then it usually works out, I guess. But yeah, no camel toe for me here, but definitely more of a Barbie crotch. Very, very high waist. My belly button is down there. I'm not getting a lot of compression from the waistband, and even when I squat, there's also some gaping here. So definitely, if you have a smaller waist but a bigger butt, I sized up now for my butt size, you will get some gaping here in the waistband. I don't think I would have wanted to size down though. It is possible because the fabric is so stretchy, but then, I mean, if you want the scrunch to fit the way it's supposed to, right, you need to kind of shove that in there. And I feel yes, there's still some fabric here, but I feel that might not be the case if I had sized down, So you kind of have to sacrifice what you want more. Do you want more of the waist compression, or do you really want to be able to shove that seam into your crack? I'm not a big fan of butt scrunches in general, especially the ones that are very rigid and not very stretchy. So these types of scrunches that also the Alpha Elite Amplify leggings have. So it's not exactly my thing because I can feel it and it kind of feels restricting. But I mean, if you like it, you could try these, especially because, there's a lot of detailing going on as well. This sits under your glutes, kind of adding more to that contour. And I mean, there's a lot of stretch here. It's very non-compressive in your butt cheek area, so definitely giving the cheeks enough space as well, and the possibility to just exist, which not all leggings do either. So sometimes it's very compressive there, you don't have enough space. I feel I do have enough space here, but it's just personally not my favorite look with that scrunch. I just don't like it as much. But I mean, it is flattering, I think. And then you have all this detailing also here in the back of your leg, continuing on further down. They're comfortable in most aspects. Just like I said, I don't like the feel of the scrunch there, but I think if you're used to it, you'll find these very comfortable as well. And if you just want something different than the Alpha Elite Amplify, or you like more detailing like these do, then you could try those. I think they also had them in black or a darker gray color, and then the contouring is also not as obvious as it is on this lighter green. So just keep that in mind in case you want to try them, but it's maybe a little bit too much contouring for you. There could be a different color option that's not as in your face, basically. But I will say, even though they're not exactly my thing, I'm not too upset about them. And I mean, if you like all this contouring, if you like the scrunch, I mean, they're not bad. I like the fabric itself for sure. So you should definitely go and give them a try, I guess. If you could see yourself wearing something in this style. Yeah, I find them quite comfortable. I'm just sweating now because it's very warm outside, but definitely maybe not a legging when it's 35 degrees Celsius outside. But I mean, they do something for the butt for sure. So yeah, go and give them a try if you like butt scrunch leggings and seamless. All right, and then I have a pair of sweatpants. So these are the everyday sweatpants in this dark green color. And I think I also did get these in a size medium, yes. They're 43% cotton, 35% recycled cotton, and 22% polyester. So not really like spandex or anything in there. So they're also not like stretchy. They're kind of stiff, which could be a problem, you know. We'll see. They look like they're a little oversized, but that doesn't necessarily mean they have extra space in the areas where I need the extra space. I like that we do have a drawstring here to kind of tighten the waist a little bit. You have very heavy metal end things for the drawstring here. It's called tone and tone. The drawstring is on the inside, so where you tie it, it's not really a wide waistband. It's really just like, you know, the drawstring. That's kind of it. Seam here. Pockets on the side. They're actually quite deep pockets. And then in the back is also just very, very, very simple. So nothing too special. At the bottom, we have cuffs again. They're a little stretchy here, but also not too much, but they're also not super tight. So that should be okay. And then on the inside, these are fleece lined. Nice and soft. Very, very cozy. Definitely feels like, you know, like you could lounge in this. And yeah, the outside is just like your normal sweatpant material, nothing too wild. I usually don't wear sweatpants that often, you know, especially not now that it's super warm. But the reason why I picked these is because there's a good few Swedish brands out there. And I feel like people here do love their sweatpants a lot. And I just wanted to give you some options because I know that, you know, I don't know. There's like this cool, like oversized jogger look. And I've seen Hannah Urberg and her own You Fit brand. And people were like, oh my God, so amazing. Their stuff is not great. I don't like it. I'm going to link my video up here as well. And I just wanted to show people that there's options, even if you want to buy within, like, I don't know, the Nordic countries or within the EU, because these are probably still better. So yeah. Anyway, I like the color as well. And let's just see these on. All right, this is the Little Mermaid Ariel, the loungewear edition, because this sports was very loungy. And here we have the sweatpants. I am so warm right now because it's very humid outside. And these are definitely also very, very warm. So let's just get this done. So these don't have a lot of stretch, if not to say they don't have any stretch. And of course they are a little tight around the bigger part of my bottom, which is where the butt is here, like in the you know, the bigger part of the hips here with thighs, butts and everything. And I do have a ton of space up here for sure. So I definitely have to utilize that drawstring to make these a little bit tighter around the waist. And you know, the drawstring is actually on the inside, but I don't like that too much, so I'll just leave that out there. Lengthwise, they're actually pretty good length on me, kind of, you know, nearly full length with that cuff at the bottom. They feel very sturdy, very, you know, just like sweatpants-esque. Nothing wrong with this. Nice and soft and fleecy on the inside. And yeah, except for, like, the only thing I don't like is I feel like it would have been nice to have a little bit more space around here, especially if you have like a bigger hip circumference there and a smaller waist. It's, you know, it's more of a straight cut, not like super made for curves. But as long as you don't mind too much, that it's not like super stretchy around there. Like, I mean, it's fine. Once you wear them enough, like they kind of mold to your body as well. So I don't think it's the end of the world. I also like that the crotch is long enough for me to wear these high-waisted. Sometimes that doesn't happen. And then it looks a little awkward and a little weird and doesn't feel so good. But these, I will say, you know, nearly, like basically full length on me. They feel fine lengthwise. If you're a little shorter, they're gonna like scrunch up at the bottom a little bit. But since you have the cuffs, they're not gonna be too long. I think it should be okay. They're relaxed fit. I mean, there's nothing like super new about them. It's not like that they're super unique or anything. But it's also a nice color and they're definitely not cheaply made. So yeah. All right, it's conclusion time. As usual with I Can I Will, or like the few times I shop from them, I'm not super wowed by their items. Like there's nothing where I'm like, oh my God, this is like the best thing ever. Like their seamless rib fabric I actually thought was quite nice. And I mean, they do a lot of seamless stuff. So there's definitely like a bit more expertise in their seamless items for sure. And there's a reason why they have so many different colors in this Define ripped like stuff. So like these, there's so many different colors. Did it need the pocket? I don't think so. But like if you're looking for like a cozy ripped seamless, these could be something. They're the seamless with the scrunch. I mean, it's something, and it's probably gonna be for someone. It's just not for me. They're non-seamless items. The tops I wasn't too mad about, but it's like not like I'm like, oh my god, wow, this is like amazing, you know. And they're not the cheapest, and they make solid quality items. There's nothing, you know, to argue about there. And maybe if you get some stuff on sale, it's definitely worth it. Or if you just like really like it and it fits you perfectly and it's exactly your style. I also personally do like a lot of colors. So of course with like the seagrass, the dusty blue, it's not like super in your face colors. It's not like super bright colors. So it's not exactly me either. I'm not the biggest fan of front seams on leggings. I don't mind them, but you know, it's just like it's not really wow moments. I didn't have wow moments basically. So yeah, I'll see what I'm gonna keep. It's not like I said, it's not like it's bad or anything. It's just like not like, oh, I need this. And of course, I mean, obviously, I personally also don't need that much stuff because I do have a lot of activewear already. But yeah, if there's something that you really liked or that you want to try, I mean, you can always just shop. And if you need to, you can return, you can exchange sizes. And like I said, it's pretty simple actually with them, at least if you're within the EU. And they do have some high support sports bras as well if you're looking for that. The bra class sports bras as well, because I know not all the brands do that. They have some cozy loungewear, cozy looking loungewear for sure. It's just, I think it needs to be like a specific person, you know, for this style. And I know, like I said, I see a lot of people wearing their stuff. It's just not for me exactly, maybe. But yeah, there were a few items that I wasn't mad about. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, you can subscribe to my channel to get notified about all the new upcoming videos, so you don't miss it. And I hope you liked this video, and thanks so much for watching. If you have any feedback, any suggestions, like also for new brands to review, anything you want to see, if you want to check activewear, if you've shopped from ICIW before and I don't know, you just want to let me know what you got and what you liked about them. Maybe I didn't try the right pieces. Maybe you have some wow pieces. Maybe you're interested in trying some of the things because like I said, it's solid, you know. It's solid. It's nothing like bad or anything. And yeah, they always have like some really fun items. Like if you're interested in sportswear with a hood, they do have that. So yeah, but let's chat. You just leave your feedback, your comments, whatever in the comment box down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also follow me on Instagram, and you can also DM me there. But be aware that I'm way more likely to see your comments here on YouTube. And that's it from me. I know this was a longer video, but we also had quite a few items to go through. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.